Hey, what's going on, guys? Christianity is a thinking man's religion. Christianity is an intellectually stimulating religion. So in Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 19, Paul is exhorting his audience to know the love of Christ, which surpasses understanding. So let's just slow down and think about what Paul's saying. So Paul is exhorting us to know something. You think about all the various philosophical debates about knowledge. What is knowledge? What is true knowledge? What is the nature of being? Well, Paul says that he, inspired by the Spirit, wants us to know something, which insinuates that we have the ability to know it. He says, know the love of Christ. So that's a specific thing that Paul is calling on us to know, the love of Christ. But Paul says that knowledge, the knowledge of that love, surpasses understanding. So you can reach as high, as far, and as wide as biblically possible to know the love of Christ. But Paul says that still surpasses understanding. And by the way, Paul says when you know that love deeper, you're being filled with all the fullness of God. And obviously, Paul in Ephesians chapter 3 is writing to a group of faithful Christians. He's not writing to a group of flagrant sinners who don't know Christ. So if you want to learn how to become a Christian, view some of my other videos where I talk about that. But Paul says to know the love of Christ, which surpasses understanding. So you can stretch as far and as wide biblically and fill your mind and your heart with the knowledge of the love of Christ of the scriptures, but it still surpasses understanding. Christianity is a thinking man's religion. Christianity is an intellectually stimulating religion. It is so much so that you have some of the most intelligent people who are Christians, and they say that whenever they read the scriptures, they find something new every time they read it. They could have read a passage multiple times, but they come to that passage again and they have new understanding and new insights of that passage. And that is just one of the joys of Christianity, is you continue to grow in knowledge. And that's one of the things that God exhorts and commands his disciples to do, to grow in the knowledge. He actually says in Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 13, to grow in the fullness of the knowledge of Christ to a mature man. Growing in that knowledge is what God wants from us.